Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. In this video, I am going to discuss about different operations on tuples, how to reverse a tuple, what are multi-dimensional tuples, what are the different built-in functions or methods available for the tuples, and the most important thing, that is list versus tuple. First, what are the basic operations on tuples? So tuples responds to various operations such as we can perform the concatenation among the tuples, we can perform repetition of tuples, we can perform we can check whether any element is present in the tuple or not using the membership operator. Iteration, that is going through each and every element through the loops. Maximum of the tuple, that is if a tuple is of integers or float values, we can find out the maximum. How to find the minimum of a tuple? Length of the tuple, and different ways to perform these basic operations are, we have the different methods or different symbols. For performing concatenation, we use a symbol called plus symbol. For performing the repetition, we use asterisk. Membership, we know that membership operators are two types, that is in, not in. So they are going to check whether the element is present in the tuple or not. Loops, for iterating over the respective tuple. Next, finding the length by using a method, what we call function called length function. For finding the maximum of the tuple, max function. Minimum of the tuple, min function. Sum of the elements of a tuple, sum function. Now let us look into each and everything. Concatenation or joining. So concatenation or join, what does the addition, concatenation or join means? So if I have the x and y tuples, then if I say that x plus y, then what it is going to do means all the y elements are going to add it at the ending of the x. Let us look into the example. So I have a tuple x equal to 9, 8, 4, 3, y equal to 11, 55, 66, 77. Now what will happen if I take it as z equal to x plus y? So the elements of y are going to be added at the ending of the elements of x. So we can expect the answer as 9843, and then the y elements are going to be appended 11, 55, 66, 77. Print of z. Run. Look at here. 9843, the elements of x, the elements of y have been added at the ending of the tuple. Now you get a doubt that is it only possible to add a tuple to the tuple? Why can't we try a list? Okay, let's make a try of the list. A equal to a tuple with 1, 2, 3. B equal to 4, 5, 6. So I will take that C equal to A plus B, print of C. Now run. Look at here. Type error. Tuple can only concatenate with the tuple but not with the list. So while performing the concatenation, a tuple can be concatenated only with the tuples. It cannot be concatenated with other type of element, other type of data type. Now you may get a doubt that, sir, what will happen if we take integer value? Because integer is not a sequential type element, so it is an individual element. What will happen? Run. Look at here. Can only concatenate tuple to the tuple but not to the integer. The error is type error. So a tuple can be concatenated only with the tuple. It cannot be concatenated with any other list or set or dictionary or any other individual element or any other string. So these are the examples. So there are several ways to join or concatenate two or more tuples in Python. One of the easiest way is using the plus operator. Say tuple ABC is a tuple, FGD is tuple. So when we perform ABC plus FGD, so the elements of ABC, FGD elements are added at the ending of the tuple. That is the result. Now this is ABC is a tuple, Bannu is a variable, ABC plus 10. 10 is the integer. So it is going to give that error. Multiplication or repetition. So what is this multiplication or repetition mean? So multiplication or repetition means repeating the same tuple elements multiple times. For example, if I have the x equal to 9, 8, 4. I want to repeat or I want to print the same elements multiple times, then I can use the concept called multiplication. So I will take y equal to x into 3. So print of y. What does the x into 3 means? X into 3 means x into 3 times. So it is going to take the tuple elements 3 times. 984 once, 984 twice, 984 thrice. So if you want to repeat the same set of elements multiple times, then you can perform the multiplication. Now you may get a doubt. Sir, can we perform x into x? Is it a valid or legitimate operation? No. Because a tuple can be multiplied with integer only. Can't multiply sequence by non-integer of type tuple. So a tuple can be multiplied with integer only. It cannot be multiplied with the another tuple or another list or another set. Repetition means process of multiplying the tuples with integer for repeating the same elements multiple times. So ABC is a tuple. Multiplying the tuple 3 times means it gives the elements 3 times. So if you try to multiply tuple with the tuple, obviously error. Now membership operator. What is the purpose of membership operator? Membership operator is used to check whether any element is present in the tuple or not. How can we do? So let us take that x equal to 9, 23, 5. So 11 in x. Print or okay, I will take in a z equal to 11 in x. Print of z. What it is going to do? In is an membership operator. In checks that whether this element is available in the tuple or not. 11 is equal to 9. No. 11 equal to 23. No. 11 equal to 5. No. So any more elements? No. That means z is going to get the result as the false. Yes, false. So in is a membership operator which checks that whether the element is present in the set or not. If the element is present in the tuple, then it gives the result as true. If the element is not present, it gives the result as false. That is membership in tuples. So the result of the membership operator in tuples is either true or false only. So membership operator is check whether the element is present in the tuple or not. The output is the Boolean value true or false only. So in, not in. Not in will give the result as true when the element is not available in the tuple. So look at here. Exact not in. 11 equal to 9. No. 11 equal to 23. No. 11 equal to 5. No. That means 11 is not available in the x. So it gives the result as the true. If you check the 23, 23 is equal to 23. That means 23 is available in x. It gives the result as the false. That is in or not in. Next, iteration. Iteration means nothing but loop. Iteration means loop. What is the purpose of loop? Loop is useful for iterating over the tuple. That is, for accessing each and every element in the tuple, we can use these loops and we can iterate over them to traverse through the elements of the tuples. So it can be done with the help of the index number, mainly used in the loops for performing operations. How can we access each and every element in the tuple and we can print x equal to 9, 8, 4 for iteration variable I in range of length function of x, that is range of what is length of x? 3. That means 0, 1, 2. Range will be 0, 1, 2. What I am printing? I am going to print that x of I plus I value will be 0. It is going to print the x of 0. What is x of 0? Obviously it's 9. Then x of 1, it is 8. Then x of 2, it is 4. So this is the output, 9, 8, 4. In this way we can access the elements of a tuple through the loop. Or we have another one also, that is z equal to 11, 36, 54. Now for I in z, that is I in every element of the tuple, so print I, that is for the first iteration I becomes 11, it prints the 11. For the second iteration I becomes 36, it prints the 36. In the third iteration I becomes 54, it is 54. The answer is 11, 36, 54. Look at here, that is we can access the elements of this tuple through the using directly a tuple name, or we can using the range function also. These are the tuples. Length in tuples. Just now we have seen length of tuple name. So if you want to find how many elements are there in a tuple, d equal to 1, 6, 8, 32, 5. If you want to find how many elements are there, I am taking a variable called count, length of our tuple name d. So if you print the count, it gives the element count of the tuple. How many elements are there? 5 elements. Yes, 5. Length function is used to find the length of the tuple, that is the number of elements in the tuple. This is the syntax. Next, maximum in tuple. So maximum is tuple means finding out the maximum number from the tuple. So I will take the same tuple d equal to 168, 332, 5. What is the maximum of this tuple? 32 is the maximum of tuple. How can we use max function? Means simply m equal to max of our tuple name. If you print the m value, we are going to get the answer as 32. Max is a function which is already available in our Python programming for finding the maximum of the tuple elements. Now we will get a doubt that such tuple will accept float values also, 65.2, 1.9, 33.5. Now what will be the expected output? The answer is 65.2, because either the tuple elements are integers or float values. The answer is going to get the normal one only. When you will get a problem, that is if you take LifeLiyo, now if you try to find out the maximum of this one, now it is fine if we have the integers or float values. Here we have the concept of strings. Look at here, greater than, that is maximum not supported between the instances of string and float. So max will support in between the instances of the integer and float, but not about the string and float. Now you will get a doubt that names equal to LifeLiyo, Python, Apple, King. What will happen if you try to find the max of names only with the strings? Are we going to get the result? Yes. So maximum of names is Python. Why? Because first character will be taken out, L, L, P, A, K. Out of this one, the biggest one is that is the most last one is the P, Python. That's why this value is going to be obtained if we have only the strings in a tuple. If we have only the strings in a tuple. So max of tuple name. It will work only if the tuple is consist of integer or float values. Other than those, it will give the type error. Look at it, type error. Next, minimum. Minimum is contrast to the maximum. That is finding out the smallest number. So same thing I am going to take. So what is the smallest among all these elements? 0.66. So min of D, that is our tuple name, 0.66. So this is also following the same rules which are applicable for the our respective max function. If we take the ABC, LifeLiyo. Now if we try to find out the minimum, type error. So we cannot find the lesser value among the string and float. We can find out only between the integers and the float values. Now, if our tuple consists of strings, is min function going to work? Look at here, LifeLiyo, Python, Apple, King. Now, if we run this one, Apple, because L, P, A, K. So A is the starting one. So it takes the result as the apple. This is the min. Sum in tuple. What is the use of sum in tuple means? Sum performs the summation of all the elements of the tuple. So I will take this one. Yeah. So I will perform sum of D. Now if you try to print the M, look at here, 153.260000 sum 2. So sum function is going to perform the summation of all the elements of the tuple if and only if all the elements of the tuple are integers or float values. If any string came into the picture, then it will obviously give the type error, unsupported operand types for plus, that is float and string. Now you will get a doubt. Sum of names, what will we are going to get? Are we going to get the LifeLiyo, Python, Apple, King? Maybe. Let's try. It is unsupported because sum function accepts the tuple with only the elements of the tuple should be in the integer or float values. Other than that, if anything is there, it is going to give us the type error. It only consists of the integer or float values. Otherwise, it gives the type error. How to reverse a tuple? So you may find that what is there in reversing a tuple? Simple thing. But we have two ways to reverse the elements of the tuple. That is x equal to 11, 28, 56. If we reverse the reverse of x, we will get the answer as 56, 28, 11. This is our expected output. How we can do this one? To do the reverse of this tuple, we have two ways. One is we can simply do that x equal to x of colon colon minus 1. That is slicing technique. Slicing technique. If we print x, run. Look at here. The elements of the x has been reversed. This is one way of reversing the tuple by using the slicing technique, that is colon colon minus 1. That is accessing the elements from the reverse order. Accessing the elements from the reverse order. Now, next one is using reverse iterator, that is reversed built-in function. What is this one? So, x equal to 29, 33, 54, 11. Now, if you reverse of this, we will expect the answer as the 11, 54, 33, 22. What we can do is Simply we can write that z equal to, I mean any variable name, I am taking z equal to reversed of x. Then what the z is going to get? We think that when you use the reversed function, we are going to get this expected reverse of the tuple, but we are going to get the reversed object iterator. That is an object iterator memory reference we are going to get. So whenever we want to, whenever we get this reversed iterator object, what we have to do is we have to typecast that one into the tuple for getting the result in the reverse of the tuple. So tuple of reversed of x. Now if you run this one, look at here, 11, 54, 33, 29. So this is the expected output. So that is the concept of reversed of x. Now you will get a doubt that, or what will happen if you take it as a list? Yes, it is typecasting into the list. So this reversed function is going to give the only the iterator object. That is, all the elements of the tuple will be reversed and it will provide it as an object. We have to typecast them into any tuple or set or a list. So it neither reverses a tuple in place nor does it create a full copy. What it does, it creates a reverse iterator which we can use to cycle through the elements of the list in reverse order. Where is this one? Yeah, I will remove. So this is reversed iterator object which we can use this one for typecasting into any other type. That is tuple name equal to tuple of reversed of tuple name. Next, multi-dimensional tuples. What do you mean by multi-dimensional? Multi-dimension means nothing but a tuple is having another tuple as a member. A tuple is having another tuple as a member. So the best example is the matrix. Matrix is a two-dimensional data structure which holds the data in the format of rows and columns. So a matrix is a two-dimensional data structure where the data is arranged in the rows and columns. So Python doesn't have any built-in functions for these matrices. That is, how we can do means we can create a matrix as a tuple of a tuple, that is nested tuples. So matrix is also called as the multidimensional tuples. Syntax: tuple name equal to every subtuple is called as a row. This is row 0. This is row 1. This is row 2. So on it's row n. Now each and every element is treated as the column. So whatever it might be the columns you take, I mean elements take, that many columns it is. So x equal to, so this is a tuple, and again inside another tuple, another tuple, another tuple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you try to print x, we are going to get the result as the tuple with members as the tuples. So each and every tuple inside the tuple is acting as a row. Each and every element in that respective row acts as a column. How to access elements of the matrices when tuples are created? How to access these elements? We can access these in column values in one way, as well as the entire respective inside tuple, that is nested tuple, in the another way, that is accessing a complete subtuple or row, accessing individual elements. So if you want to access this respective subtuple, what is the index of the tuple? This is the index of this tuple is the 0, 1, 2. So if you access the x of 2, look at here, we are going to get the entire row. If you want to access the entire row or in a nested tuple entirely, we can use the x of the respective index number. Then if you want to access this 7, how can we access 7? For accessing 7, we must and should have to use the nested indexing. What do you mean by nested indexing? The tuple name followed by the outer tuple or any outer member index. What is the index of this member? 2. So 2, and then the index of the inner member. The index of the 7 is 0. 0. Run. Yes, 7. We got this 7. That is accessing individual element using nested indexing. So this is a matrix. I am considering this as a DJ. So to access a subtuple or row, row 0, row 1, row 2, DJ of 0, DJ of 1, DJ of 2. So to access individual elements, nested indexing, 0th row, 0th element, that is first row, first element. Like this, we can access each and every element of the tuple and inside the another tuple. Next, built-in tuple functions or methods. Python has various built-in functions or built-in methods available for performing some operations on the tuples. Some of them are count, index, len, max, min, slice, sorted, and sum. In this video, we have seen length, max, min, sum. Then what about these things? Count, index, slice, sorted. First, count. What is the purpose of count? So this count is going to give the, I will show you the example. X equal to, we know that a tuple may have the duplicate elements 9, 8, 3, 5, 4, 22, 6, 9, 4, 3, 22, 6, 9. Now I want to know how many times an element have occurred in my tuple. So simply what I can do is C equal to, what is our tuple name? X dot, what method is count, and the respective element which you want to find the number of times it repeated. So I want to find that 9, how many times the 9 has been repeated in my tuple. So print of C. So 1, 2, 3. So the answer is 3. So count method is used to find the number of occurrences of that element in the given tuple. Syntax is tuple name dot count of element. Now, if you try to access 555, is 555 available in our respective tuple? No. Then what is the answer we are going to get? 0. That means that number is not available in our tuple. If you pass more than one argument, oh yeah, forgot. Now 8, how many times 8 occurred in our respective tuple is only once. If you try to pass 8 comma 5, type error. Count method takes exactly one argument. That is the concept. Next, index method. Index method returns the obviously index position. If you want to find out the index of any element, how can we write is, I am taking a tuple called X, index of okay, 9. You may get, okay, first I will take 22. What is the index of 22? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the X dot index of 22 means we are going to get the answer as 5. So this index method returns the index position of the respective element. Now you people will get a doubt that, so what will happen if we try to take the index of 3? 3 occurs here at the second position, here another position. So what is the expected output? It is 2. So index will search for the element in the respective tuple, and if you have the multiple and duplicate element, then it is going to return the first occurrence of the element. It is going to return the first occurrence of the element. So it is going to return the index of the first occurrence of the specified element. Now, if you want to find out the index of any element in between the respective range, it is possible. Now, if you want to find the element T in the respective range, as in starting position at 5, ending position at 10, that means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So out of this range, why? Because top equal to 10 means it is going to consider up to 10 minus 1, 9 only, because it is a concept of the range. So if you check for the 3 in the 5 comma 10, yes, it is available. What is the index number? 9. Yes, 3 is available in the 9th index. If you try to search, what is the 8? 8 is available in the entire tuple, but we are checking for the respective range of the 5 to 10. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. This one. Is 8 available in this particular range? No. So it gives that X not in tuple. That's the thing. Slice. Slice function is as same as the respective slicing. That is X equal to 9, 3, 5, 1, 8, 7, 22, 12. I want to access 5 and 8. How can I write? Print of X of 5 and 8 means 0, 1, 2. The range is 2, 3, 4. So 2 is to 5. What is 2 is to 5 means? It is going to take 2, 3, 4. 2 is to 5 means top minus 1. That is 5 minus 1, 4 indexes. So if you run 5, 1, 8. So instead of writing this one, we can use another way also. What is that one? That is, we can use the slice function. So I will take the same. Print of X of slice of 2, 5. We get the 5 and 8. Nothing but instead of writing this one 2 is to 5, 2 is to 5, represent them as a slice function of 2, 5. That's the thing. Nothing is there. So this is the concept of slice. Sorted. How can we perform the sorting in respect to tuple? So to perform the sorting, let us take these numbers. So we have a function called sorted function. So the tuple name X equal to sorted of X. So print of X. Now if you run this one, we are going to get all the elements into the sorted order, but the output of the sorted function is in the list. For that purpose, what we are doing, we have to typecast into the tuple. So this is the sorted. Now if you sort all these elements by using the sorted function, then it is going to give the result in the list. So for that purpose, what you have to do, we have to typecast. This is ascending order. By default, it is going to do the ascending order. Then what about the descending order? Ascending order. Then how about the descending order? X equal to tuple of sorted of, what is our tuple name? X comma, the parameter is reverse equal to true. Then it is going to give the descending order. So descending order, then I am going to take the descending order. Now if you run this one, look at here, ascending order. All the elements came into the ascending order from lowest to highest, descending order, highest to the lowest. So this is the way we can convert the we can sort the elements of the tuple using the sorted function. Sorted function accepts the tuple name. So if you want to perform the descending order, we have to pass another parameter called reverse equal to true. So this is the sorted descending order. Just now we have seen. What are the difference between lists and tuple? We know that lists are mutable. That means once a list is created, what we can do? We can change, we can add, we can remove, we can update the elements of the list. But tuples are immutable, which cannot be changed. So implication of the iterations is time consuming, because lists are having the opportunity of performing the different operations of the CRUD. That's why their implication is be little bit time consuming. The tuples are very faster because it doesn't have any other operations. When we have to use the list, if your data is having the insertion as well as the deletion concept, then the list is better. If your data is permanent storage and accessing, then tuples are best. Lists consume more memory, tuples consume less memory while compared to the list. We are saying that list can perform the CRUD operations effectively. That's why it have the more built-in methods. Tuple doesn't have all this stuff like CRUD operations, many things. So it have less built-in methods. So we can perform various operations on the list. For that purpose, we may get the unexpected changes and errors. But in tuple, it is hard to take place. So this is the concept of various operations and different functions and methods available on tuples and lists versus tuples. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. And if you like my video, please comment. Thank you.